Hey guys, and welcome back to another video.
I wasn't like being the funniest, most original person on the planet.
I'm embarrassed. Stop. A twinge of cringe. Over the last 6 months, yes, it's only been 6 months, the internet has become more and more acquainted with the overnight sensation Haley Welch, aka the Hawk Tuah Girl, lady, Madam. Haley's quick rise to fame was thanks to my favorite genre of street interviews where guys ask usually not sober women suggestive questions and then act shocked when they get suggestive answers.
What's one move in the bedroom that makes a man go crazy?
But thanks to that interview, Haley has been able to find many ways of turning her fame into profit. According to this Rolling Stone article, Haley's first merch drop made over $65,000. I don't know what the rest of the article says because they want my email address and I'm not gonna do that. Also, I can't read. And that amount of sales makes complete sense when you see the variety of merch they have to offer, like this crew neck that says Hawk Tuah, or this hat that says Hawk Tuah, or this shirt that says Hawk Tuah, or this shirt that says Hawk Tuah. Since then, Haley's also started a podcast, made a fanfics account, and launched a jewelry collection with the slogan, "Who says fashion has to be boring?" Which doesn't quite make sense to me because I don't think anyone has ever said that. Fashion doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to put the same 2 words on every item of clothing. And I can't really fault Haley for any of this stuff. You can't blame her for taking advantage of a viral moment and making as much money as possible. Is what I would say if it was opposite day. The sky is down. Tuah Hawk. Unfortunately, over the last few weeks, the only spitting Miss Welch has done has been directly into the faces of her followers. Between a meme coin launch with alleged insider trading, I mean, just look at this. Do you have any idea what this means? Do you know what this means? I don't know what it means. To her questionable response to alleged insider trading.
Actual,
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick, but hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Haley, no! You can't leave the conversation when the conversation is about how you just scammed people. You have to stay and listen. You're named after a grape juice, so just concentrate. But we're not even here to talk about that. None of these things are what I'm annoyed about right now. Today, I want to explore yet another Hawk Tuah scheme known as the Pooky app. Today we're going to be leveling up our dating game with Pooky, made by Haley Welch, the Hawk Tuah lady. Are you comfy? The official app of Haley Welch. Find your match, tools to attract and connect with the one you want. Level up your game, learn how to talk, flirt, and win like a pro. Excuse me. Plan legendary dates, perfect ideas and outfits tailored to impress. Zodiac compatibility. Uncover your cosmic connection instantly. What? The app's description says, Gen Z's relationship guru Haley Welch launches Pooky Tools, all her newest cheat codes for a smarter, more enjoyable dating experience. I tried to find out what qualifies Haley to be a relationship guru and found out that the app name is in reference to her boyfriend, Pooky, who she's talked about since the beginning.
Leave a message to your last body.
I love you, Pooky, forever!
But they seem to be in a kind of situationship thing. That is until about 10 weeks ago when Haley and Pooky finally made things official.
Pookie's your man?
Pookie's officially my man, first off.
And if there's one thing she's learned in those 10 weeks of dating, it's everything there is to know about dating ever. Even though Haley claimed this app was the easiest way for us to find our forever Pooky, it isn't a dating app or anything that helps you directly connect with people. You have to already be using dating apps and chatting with people because a lot of the features rely on that. So you have to already be doing all of the things that this app is supposed to help you do. It's kind of like downloading an app that gives you advice on how to download an app. Pooky Tools is designed to help at every step of your relationship. Pooky's AI tools assist you in making connections, enhancing profiles, and planning dates confidently. I like that the description claims that these are Haley's cheat codes for dating, then in the next sentence reveals that all the tools are AI. She's not doing anything. She can't take credit for AI-generated responses. She's not the one giving the cheat codes. Hey kid, you want some advice? Sure, yeah. Well, fucking go ask that guy over there then. The app was free to download, but now that I'm actually here, we can either subscribe weekly for $4.99 or we can get the annual subscription, which is only $40 a year, and it's 85% off. I got the weekly subscription, so I'm paying about $20 a month to use this app. But you know what? That's a small price to pay for information I could already get online for free. Zodiac compatibility, you put in your birthday and their birthday,
which is something that you can do on Google. So maybe the Pooky app doesn't work well, but this one can help you train well. This video is sponsored by Trainwell. Something I've always struggled with in exercise and in uploading videos is consistency, which is apparently like the most important part. Who knew this? Who knew that? But with Trainwell and their one-on-one remote personal training, the continuing part can be much easier.
Especially thanks to their human trainers. No AI here. You're not gonna find it here.
Having a trainer adds a level of human accountability that makes me more likely to stop doom scrolling reels and move parts of my body that aren't my thumbs. My human accountability is named Nate, and he is amazing, even though he tells me to do dumbbell tricep extensions sometimes, and those make my arms feel like they're going to fall off. After taking Trainwell's quiz, you get matched with the perfect trainer for your needs, who will then create a routine tailored specifically to you. I have the knees of an 80-year-old woman, so I mentioned this during our first chat, and Nate made sure to give me exercises that are easy on my knees, but long-term are going to strengthen them so that maybe one day I can crouch without it sounding like twigs snapping in half. You can also let your trainer know if something is ever too hard, too easy, or if you want to make any adjustments to your schedule, because your fitness routine should be your fitness routine. And I'm enjoying fitness routine into my life. So take the quiz to find your perfect trainer and get 14 days of free training by clicking the link below. Thank you to Trainwell for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. After browsing the features, it became very clear that the Pooky app aims to create long-lasting relationships based on genuine connection and non-superficial factors like There's a height detector
and
bald predictor. What is this?
and also this one called Wealth Detective that helps you find out if your date is rich by asking hard-hitting questions like, well, does it seem like they are? Do they have any particular interests or collections that might indicate a level of affluence? You mean, do they do things that rich people do? Not necessarily. I'm asking if they have any specific interests or collections such as art, antiques, or rare items that might suggest they have the means to acquire such things. So like, if they have a bunch of expensive cars. Yes, exactly. Collections of expensive or rare items can sometimes indicate wealth. Oh, I get it. So if they have expensive things, that means they must have had the money to buy those expensive things. Precisely. Collections or interests in expensive or rare items can be a subtle indicator of wealth. Thank you, detective. You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free. A lot of the tools have to do with texting or messaging on dating apps, like the dating app opener, which gives you clever lines based on someone's profile. Looks like you're a master in the kitchen and the galaxy. What's your secret recipe for the perfect date? Basically, every tool is information that can be found somewhere else, like IRL pickup lines, find my love language, how to talk to girls. The only way this app is somewhat relevant to Haley is thanks to them having Hawk Tuah themed versions of the same tools they already have in the app. For example, there's a tool called Text Responder that'll help you draft text to your potential date, and there's a tool called Text Tuah, which does the exact same thing, but Haley's picture is on that one. There's this one called First Tuah. Come on, guys, what does that even mean? Did you guys give up on trying to make these names make sense? You can't just add Tuah to everything. There's a dating coach tool that introduced itself to me as the world's best dating coach.
24/7 dating advice dating coach. Ask me anything. Oh, it's 24/7 because it's AI.
And that also has a Haley version called Dating Advice. Literally the only difference between those tools and the Haley ones are that her versions will start each message with, well, hot dang, sugar, and ends talking about grits or something.
Well, howdy there, sugar. What's shaking in your neck of the woods? My hands. I'm so nervous. Aw, darling, don't you worry none. Just take a deep breath like you're about to dive into a big old plate of biscuits and gravy. What's got y'all jittery? Hawk Tuah, you talk Tuah much.
It's really frustrating to try and explain the features of each tool because it's basically pointless to do that. There isn't a lot of variety when it comes to the function of each one. If I ask what I should wear on my first date in this tool and then I ask the same question in this one, it's going to generate the same kind of answer because this is all the same AI. There's no point in leaving one tool and going to a different one. Did you hear that? Ladies. It's kind of like that picture of that trash can that says trash on one side and recycling on the other, but there's no divider in between and everything is just mixed together. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's this illusion of multiple features on the Pooky app, but really it's all just the same big pile of garbage.
Hey, that was a trash metaphor. It was a metaphor about trash.
A few days after I explored the app for the first time, I reopened it and realized there had been an update, and now there were even more Pooky tools. There was now an apology writer, a roast me tool, and a soccer skills tool. Something's not right. This is more mixed up than grits in a blender. Even though learning how to play with balls might be helpful in the dating scene, I was a little confused on why this was here. So I asked how it's supposed to help, and it actually let me know I'm not allowed to ask it any questions outside of soccer coaching. But I don't need soccer coaching. Haley already told us how to dribble the balls. I tried contacting support to see what was going on with this update, and it ended up just being some guy's phone number. The Pooky app has a soccer skills option, and I'm wondering when that update was added.
The team is always beta testing new features. Haley plays soccer.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, but I just provide technical support. Do you have feedback?
I still couldn't let go of the fact that this random tool was on here, so I did a little digging and found out that the developer of the Pooky app also developed this app called Ultimate AI. Maybe this app had a soccer skills tool and it somehow accidentally ended up on the Pooky app. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for why my Pooky app made by the Hawk Tuah Girl is not giving me enough skibbity sigma rings. So I downloaded and paid for the Ultimate AI app, and it did have the soccer skills tool, as well as literally every tool from the Pooky app. This app is literally that app, but for less money and with less Haley. So I guess when they said that these were Haley's cheat codes, what they meant was they just cheated the code from somewhere else. I just wanted to explain this because I feel like I didn't do it enough, but they didn't steal the app. They're not stealing anything from someone else. It's the same developer. So basically they just took an app and tools that already existed and put Haley's branding on top of it. So it just means that no effort went into it and it was already something that existed. They just repackaged it. It's basically drop shipping just with apps. Anyway, I need to go back to the Pooky app. I need to talk about that some more because I let it plan a whole date night for me, and I'm going to show that to you. So this is a segue now. For the date night activity, Pooky decided I'd be going to an escape room, which I had never done before, so I was excited. Sorry, I was more excited than a tick on a Great Dane. So first off, I needed help choosing how to do my makeup, so I decided to consult the expert, and I used the Haley's dating advice tool, and this is what she had to say about it. Well, sugar, you want to paint that face up like a masterpiece, huh? If it's the latter, slap on some bold lipstick, make them eyes pop like fireworks on the 4th of July, and don't be shy with the mascara. Make them lashes longer than a Sunday sermon. You'll be looking so good, your day will be picking their jaw up from the floor.
Okay, so for the makeup look, we have to do a bold lipstick, and it says to make our eyes pop like fireworks on the 4th of July. I don't really know what that means, to make your eyes pop like a firework. Seems like something you would want to avoid. What do we got?
I decided to interpret the firework description to just mean colorful and very sparkly or glittery, so I ended up grabbing these sticker things that I usually use on my nails and just started putting those all over my eyelids because they have blue and pink and they're very sparkly and they kind of look like a firework if you close your eyes and you don't look at it. She didn't specify what color lipstick, so I went ahead and asked her, and she let me know to wear a red lipstick because then it's bolder than a bull in a china shop. If I hear one more analogy, I am gonna jump off.
Red lipstick is definitely not in my comfort zone as far as makeup goes, but if it's gonna help me find my Pooky, I'll do whatever it takes, baby.
Next up was my hair, and since she did such a great job the first time, I decided to consult Haley's tool for that as well. Well, bless your heart, darling. You want to look finer than a frog hair split 4 ways, huh? You going for that I just rolled out of bed but still look hotter than a jalapeno look, or you want to be slicker than a grease pig at a county fair? The pig one. Well, yeehaw! Grab yourself some of that fancy hair gel or pomade and slap it on like you're butter in a biscuit. Comb it back nice and smooth, so shiny you can see your reflection in it. I didn't finish reading it. Go back. Oh my god.
For the hair, Haley told us to grab some hair gel or pomade and slap it on like you're butter in a biscuit.
So I put on all of those things, and then I put on more layers of all of those things, and then I sprayed everything down with some Got2b hairspray, and voila, my hair was date ready. Date outfit suggestion. Let's see what we got. A vintage trench coat or cape for a dramatic flair, lace gloves and vintage brooch or earrings, a mini backpack or a belt bag for a trendy touch, a fringed shawl or a kimono style jacket, suede ankle boots, no. But whatever the Pooky app says goes, so I ended up wearing the suede ankle boots, even though it made me sadder than a tick on a chihuahua. The Pooky app had already picked out all of my accessories, so now I just needed to figure out what I was actually going to be wearing underneath all of those things.
The glitter I put on my eyes to make my eyes explode like a firework, burns similarly to how my eyes would burn if a firework did blow up in my eye. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's good, actually. Here are our options. A long-sleeved mid-length dress in a dark floral or velvet fabric. This is a dark floral, a flowy blouse with lace or crochet details. That's flowy and lacy. This is the only thing close to suede ankle boots that I have. Does this work? I'm just gonna start throwing things on. Give me a second. Give me 10.
Now all that was left to do was reveal my outfit to my date.
I think the shoes tie it together. Yeah.
These are my suede ankle boots.
Wait, what's the pouch on the waist?
It said to put on a belt bag, and I don't know what that is, so I did this. It also said to wear a cloak.
Wait, is that your Markiplier cloak?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, Cloak, for sending me this cloak.
Wait, the hair.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say the fit was a complete success. I did end up realizing that belt bag probably meant a fanny pack, so I ended up changing into this. I also forgot to put on my vintage brooch, so I had to quickly fix that really quickly because we were running late. We need to go. We still ended up being fashionably late, but at least I looked good. Right, guys? At least I looked good, guys. But I didn't have time to think about how I looked. We needed to escape this room, and we needed to escape it fast. It wasn't gonna be easy. It was gonna be a test of wits and skill. It was gonna be hard. It was gonna be harder than a take on Viagra. No, seriously, it was gonna be tough. This one was an 8 out of 10 difficulty, and no one had. Actually, that was it. We escaped. Actually, that was all, and we escaped it, and it's done now. Yay! I didn't have many expectations for the Pooky app, but I did have like a couple. I was hoping that it was maybe something more than 2 minutes of thought went into, or that they care enough about it to notice that a soccer skills chatbot has been on their dating app for 3 days and counting. It's still there, they haven't fixed it. But I guess I was asking for too much. Anyway, the app is shit. Pooky app? More like Dookie app. That's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here. Thank you again to Trainwell for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click the link in the description to take the quiz and find your perfect trainer and get 14 days of free training. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.